a matter, material, a matter from which a thing is or can be made. A matter from which a thing is or can be made. Now, what is matter? Matter is anything that have mass and occupy space. For example, it's a board marker. For example, it's a board marker. It has a mass and it has also occupied space. So we can say that it's a matter. Students, we are also matter because we have mass and we have occupied space. A book is also a matter because it has a weight and occupies. Students, we are also matters because we have mass and we have occupied space. Anything that have mass that occupy space is called matter. It's a board, it's a whiteboard. It's also a matter because it has a lot of weight. It occupy the space. So we can say that it's a matter. Now, materials, a matter or a substance from which a thing is or can be made is called material. And in this chapter we have learned about material and their properties, their characteristics. In this chapter we have learned about the materials and their characteristics. Now, materials can be pure or impure. Material can be living or non-living. Pure means it can made from just one thing, and impure means the two different materials can made a thing. And living and non-living. Living thing, all you know about that. Living things that are alive. Material can be alive or inalive or died. For example, we have also made from different materials and we are alive. We are living. And it's a board marker, it's non-living thing because it's not alive. So materials can be living or non-living. And also we can the new material can be made from raw material. Students, you can see that different many persons collect raw materials from rubbish and sell these raw materials sell in markets, and these markets sells these rubbish these raw materials into industries, and in industries the raw material can be new and new things are produced, and we can say that the new things can be reproduced, can be remade from raw material. The example of material, we can say that examples of materials are, an example of a material is a fabric from which something made. Fabric means it's a yarn, a fiber from which we made cloths, from which we made different materials, different ready-made garments, different cloths, different jackets we made from these materials. And second one is an example of a material are facts used in a book. For example, here you have a English book. There are a lot of themes in a book, and these themes, these are the collection of materials. These are the collection of materials, and these are called the facts of this book. And we can say that these collection of facts are called materials. And next one, The example of a material is a wood used to build different things. Wood is the best example of material from which we made different things, from which we made table, chairs, all the wooden things made by wood, and wood is a material. The furniture in your home are also made with wood, and these are the best example of material, and wood is called material, and from which we made different things, and different buildings are also building materials are also made from wood. Now how we can classify the materials? Classification, the next topic, classification of material. Materials can be classified into following groups. First one is metals, non-metals, flexible, or inflexible. Now first of all we will discuss about metals. What are metals? Metals are those materials which are allowed to allow electricity to pass through them. These are also called conductors. These are good conductors of heat and electricity because they allow to pass the electricity and heat from them. For example, iron is the best example of metal because it allows the electricity and heat to pass through them. Non-metals, it is inverse to metals. It cannot allow the electricity and heat to pass through them. For example, wood cannot allow electricity to pass through them. Here is the differences between metals and non-metals. Metals, non-metal. Here is the difference between metal and non-metal. First one is metals are shiny in appearance. Metals are shiny in appearance. Students, you see the gold, silver, copper, these are metals, and these their appearance are shiny. They are not dull in appearance, they are shiny, they brightly shined. And next one is metals used. Metals are ductile. Now what is ductile? Ductiles mean drawn out. Metals can be drawn out into different things, into thin wires. For example, copper can be drawn out into wires, and these wires we used in electricity. In wiring we use these copper wires. Metals are ductile. Ductile means drawn out. They can be drawn out into thin wires. For example, copper can be drawn out into wires, and these wires we used in electricity. Copper wires used in electricity and for wiring in our homes, in industries, in any place copper wires are used in wiring, and they can be drawn out. Metals can be ductile and drawn out into thin wires. Next one is metal are malleable. Now, what is malleable? Malleable are, they are pressed down into different things without breaking. For example, gold we used in jewelry, and they pressed out into different things. We use metal in jewelry, in cooking utensils, and home utensils we used metals, and we can say that metals are malleable. And next one, metals are used in transportation. For example, in cars, buses, trucks. Metals are used in transportation, in cars, in buses, in trucks. You can see that these are I think iron material, and these material are shiny in appearance, and we can say that metals are used in transportation. And examples of metal: gold, silver, iron, copper. These are the common examples of matter, and these materials can allow the electricity to pass through them. They are pressed out, they are drawn to be different things. And students, I have already told you that metals, non-metals are inverse of metals. For example, these are shiny in appearance, but non-metals are dull in appearance. Dull in appearance, these are not shiny in appearance, these are dull appearance. They are non-ductile. Non-ductile, ductile means drawn out into different things, but non-ductile, non-metals are non-ductile, they cannot be drawn out into different things. They are non-malleable. They cannot be pressed out. They cannot be pressed out without breaking. Malleable means pressed out without breaking, pressed out into different things without breaking. But non-malleable, non-metals are non-malleable, they cannot be pressed out into different things without breaking. Next one is metal used in different works. For example, oxygen is a matter, and we used oxygen in breathing. And also chlorine is a matter, and chlorine is used to purify the water. Wood is also non-metal, and wood is used to make different things, used to make furniture in our home and different building materials. And examples are, I have already told you, chlorine that we used to purify the water, oxygen that we used in breathing, wood used to make furniture and different building materials, and rubber. Rubber is also used to make different things. Today we have learned about chapter number 4, materials and their properties. First of all, I have told you that what is material. Material is a matter from which a thing is or can be made. Now what is matter? Matter is a thing, anything that have mass, that occupies space is called matter. For example, a chair is a matter because it has a weight and it occupies space. We are matter because we have also weight and occupy space. New material can be produced from raw material. For example, different persons collect different raw material from rubbish and sells into markets, and these markets sells into industries, and in industries these raw material reused and recycled and new material can be produced. Now examples of materials, and material is a fabric from which different things can be made. Fabric means a fibers from which a cloths can be made, from which different wearing clothes, different ready-made garments can be made. An example of a material is a facts, or facts that used in a book. For example, you have any book, you have English book. In English book there are a lot of themes, and these themes are called facts, and the collection of facts are these themes are called facts, and the collection of facts are the material of this book. And example of a material is a wood from which we made different things. We made table, chair, different furnitures and different building materials. Now next topic is classification of material. We have learned about the following classification of material, the following groups of material. The material can be classified following groups. First one is metals, non-metals, flexible or inflexible. Metals are material that allow the electricity to pass through them. These are also called the conductors, and non-metals cannot allow the electricity to pass through them, and we can say that these are the insulators and poor conductors of heat and electricity. Metals and non-metal are inverse of metal. Here are the difference between metals and non-metals. First one is metals are shiny in appearance, but non-metals are dull in appearance. They are not shiny in appearance. Metals are ductile. Ductile means drawn to be thin wires, drawn to be different wires, different things, but non-metals or non-ductile, they cannot be drawn out. Metals are malleable, they can pressed out without breaking. They can press out different things without breaking. But non-metals are non-malleable, they cannot be pressed out. They cannot be made without breaking, they cannot be made different things. Metals are used in wires, in transportation, in cars, buses, because they are shiny in appearance, and mostly you see that the transportation materials are shiny in appearance. And the non-metals are used in non-metals are oxygen, and oxygen, we use oxygen for breathing. Chlorine is used to purify the water, and wood is used to make different things. Example of metals are copper, silver, iron, and gold. Gold is used to make jewelry. And the example of non-metals are oxygen, chlorine, wood, rubber. Rubber used to make different things, and because this is the insulator, this is the poor conductor of heat and electricity. Students, I hope you will enjoy the lecture. Thank you. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Students, here is the assignment for you. Collect the pictures of metals and non-metals and paste them into assignment pages and send it to your relative teacher. Thank you. Take care. Allah Hafiz.